Hello everyone, Vinodini, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Karpagam Academy of Higher Education. Last class we saw about the subtitling. So it was very useful for subtitling an essay or an paragraph or a summary, whatever it is. So it helped for people who were written about the subtitling. Either if at all it's in another language, it is helpful. Today we are going to see about essay writing. So this is another major topic to see for the students, which is helpful for to write an essay, and which is every student does not concentrate on an essay in a correct format. So some will write an essay in a different format where they will make an important content into a primarily they will make an important content, and at the end they will make an later content, that is which is very not important. So this is an essay which is considered of three main parts. It's a structure of an essay. So the first we are going to see about a structure of an essay. A structure of an essay consists of introduction, body and conclusion, three parts. So three major parts of an essay is a structure: introduction, body and conclusion. So the first we are going to see about the first is structure. The next is we are going to see about 10 steps and then rules. So there are first three categorizing types of an essay we are going to see. So the first thing is structure. So structure means for any part, for whatever you are taking in your life, for any part in a writing skill, there we must follow some structure to which is mainly premiered for an writing. So that is the purpose why we are structuring. So we make the structure which is being an order, it's a chronology order, and it's been presentable. The main important thing to a structure is important thing is, so it's an order and which shows readers in a correct format and it is edible to read. So that is some of the other aspects. So essay here, in essay writing, why we are following the structure is, so if an essay is giving to a person, there should be some order. So if at all it's a mess or it's a confused manner, then it is not a proper essay. So that is what we are following about structure, that is one: introduction, body and conclusion. Introduction. So introduction, for example, I can say that if you are writing an essay about an ecology. Ecology means you want to give an introduction, what is meant by ecology, what is the aspects of an ecology. So what is the main aspect of an ecology? That is here the word ecology origins, and what is the main aspect, that is motto of an ecology. So that is the introduction part, and what ecology says and what is the primary aspects of an ecology, that will comes under content. So what purpose you are writing, so whether you are writing an advantages or disadvantages of ecology, whatever may be, so that will be consist in a body of an essay. And conclusion, either the result by yourself or the ecology result, whether it gives something solution for the people by saying the particular body of an essay. So by saying an advantage, it's giving some conclusion. So this is the main format. So the first introduction is mainly gives a part of, that is titling. So titling. So title is an introduction which gives a main idea of an essay. So main idea of an essay, and main topic you can say as topic sentence too. So topic sentence is another aspect, we can talk about it. So topic sentence too, and the next is a body. So body of sentence, you can say body of sentence or the content, sentence or the content of an essay. So these two things we can mention. In other words, we can say as a body of a sentence or a content. It concludes with the main thing of that is a body, the main thing of this introduction. So the explanation of an introduction is given in the body, and then it is conclusion. So end up or summing up. So these are the two aspects, other words aspect. So these are the main aspects of structure. So structure is the important criteria followed in an essay writing. So an essay should be in this structured manner. So whatever essay you are writing, either it is a research essay, it is an analytical essay, the way you are writing is alone changes. That is, either you can give facts first and then you can explain. But you should follow, if at all you are giving a facts, and you should give an introduction for that particular fact, and then you should give a content for the particular fact, and then you should give a conclusion for the particular fact. So you should follow this structure for an essay. So this is the structure of an essay. The next we are going to see about the steps, that is steps of an essay. So we can see that steps is very important. The steps is more or less in a 5 parts, where it is introduction. The steps is introduction, that is title, introduction of the thesis, introduction and thesis we can say, and then it is an intro part. So intro part and content, and then body of a text, and conclusion. So 5 parts is maintained in this steps. So first, this introduction is giving a part of introing the title. So title of the aspect, as we already have seen in the structure, that the aspect is followed but in a detailed manner in the steps. So in every steps, if at all, for example, we can keep as environmental essay. It was very easy to connect with this essay. I am giving an example as environment. So environment is where the aspect which gives an important title. So if an essay is related to an environment, then this environment, what is an environment, how the word environment have origin, and what are the facts at the present facts. If at all you are making an essay in a most primary and most given manner for readers, then you are giving a facts for about readers, then you are giving a title in a very important way, that is what is in mean by environment. And then what is the introduction part of the environment, so how it is origined, and what are the aspects and what are the current facts that you can add, and then you can explain about the facts, that is the content. The content gives more information about what is given in the introduction in a detailed manner, and then you will give the body of the text. So body of the text is the title you are giving, no? So that will be explained in more detailed manner in the parts, and then you will give a conclusion. So this is the steps you will follow while writing an essay. So this is a basic steps as you have followed in a structure, same way somewhat detailed manner. So that you will follow in a steps. And the next is rules. So rules means you can think that what is the rules? Rules for an essay. So where there is some rules for an essay? Yes, there are some rules for an essay which formed in the part of 1 intro and 3 body and 1 conclusion. You can get surprising that what is meant by 1 intro, 1 body, 3 body and 1 conclusion. So that is a mere important in a form of writing. So these, before that we have seen about the structure and steps. Now we are seeing about how many paragraphs we should write in this, and what is the rules to be followed for an essay. An essay can be minimum 6 paragraphs, okay, or minimum a paragraph of 5, or minimum a paragraph of 6, but more than a thing, and it will be a long essay. It will be different, but minimum, if at all it's a 5 paragraph, it is quite easy to read for a reader, and it is very much crispy, and it is very much readable. So readability should be followed in the essay. So in that aspect, first thing is intro. An intro should be maintained in a 1 paragraph, and then the main content of an intro will be explained in the body, that is a content. So here there it should be a 3, that is 3 parts, that is 3 paragraphs should be followed. So paragraph. So don't get confused that what is mean by 1, 2, mean 1, 3, 1. So 1 is 1 paragraph for introduction and 3 paragraphs for the content, and the next is 1 paragraph for the conclusion. This is the rule for writing an essay. So I think you were all clear about the structure, steps and rules. A structure, it is about introduction and that is body and conclusion, and steps where you will form thesis, that is title explanation, and body content, that is context of that particular essay, and you will get the end up summing up that conclusion. So 5 steps, and then rules is introduction, body and conclusion, where introduction should be in one paragraph and body should be in three paragraphs and conclusion should be in one paragraph. So this is the rules of the essay. And now the most important part. So essay is this different part. Every student will write in a different format and different types of ways. If at all facts, either it's a research or if you are hearing some story or narrating some story, there are different aspects of writing an essay. So for example, if you are hearing a story from your grandparents or somewhere and you can write, you can interpret the same as some creative story, then it comes to be story creative aspect. And if at all you are hearing about the facts around you, then you can make that fact into a essay what you have learned. So in a detailed manner. So it depends upon a writer and it depends upon a depends upon a reader and hearer where this essay writing differs. So here there are types of an essay, 4 basic types of an essay, that is narrative, descriptive, expository and persuasive. So these are the 4 basic types of an essay, where narrative, as you can hear this word narrative is a word which elongs the story. So narrative tells a story. It is not about anything factual. So narrative, like once upon a time, there was a. So like these are the forms of narrative essay. So narrative essay always says in an order, like A to Z order. It never changes the order. So that is the narrative form of essay. That is, it forms a chronological aspect of an essay. So chronological aspect, chronology means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. It is not 3, 4, 7, 8 like that. It is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It forms an order from the beginning. So once upon a time there was a little boy and he was 6 years old. This is a form of an essay. So this type of an essay comes under the term narrative essay. And the next is descriptive essay. So I think you were all clear about narrative essay, and the next is descriptive essay. Descriptive essay is something you can catch it like narrative, you can catch as the word descriptive, describing a fact or describing a incident or describing a object, whatever may be, it can describe. So it creates. So you can make as a creative essay. So it describes and it's a descriptive. So descriptive means if at all it happens, if you are playing with your friends or somewhere, you want to say to some other third person, you will describe what happened there. You can include something additional over there. So that type of essay is a descriptive. For an example I said, so that type of an essay is a descriptive form of an essay. So here this essay is a describing manner, so which creates a story in a innovative manner. So that is a describe. Here you can give a fact, you can give an incident what happened, or you can give some other additional information, but it interests the readers. So this descriptive essay always interests the readers. So two aspects of essay which interest a reader is narrative and descriptive. So here something it is described, you can be very much surprised by learning this, and narrative you can listen to the story what they are saying. I think now you will understand what is descriptive essay. It creates a description about the particular fact or an incident or an object, whatever you have. For example, this duster. So tell about this duster, describe about the duster. So duster is made up of this plastic, and this was like spongy, and it is helpful for erasing, and duster erases everything. So like this, whatever imaginatively you can create and describe, that you can describe about this duster. So thus descriptive always gives an creative part and gives an that is interesting part about an essay writing. And third form is expository. So expository is a research, facts. So expository is a research and facts. So this research and facts always gives an true information for the readers to further knowledge, for the future knowledge, where they can make their knowledge into the higher manner. So in that part, this expository helps a great way. If at all the writer writes about the facts. So this mainly you can know chemistry, botany, zoology people or any other field where are they experimental, innovative and they are finding something new. So these people follows this type of expository essay. This expository essay always says about the true facts. It never says any imaginative facts. So that is the only part of expository essay. It gives some exposure. You can remember that it gives some exposure and gives some new information to the people. Facts information to the people. So that is expository. And then it is fourth one is persuasive. So persuasive means there it gives importance to the readers who should always keep in mind the writers. So you don't get confused, that is the expository always gives the facts and research, but that is persuasive always gives about the that is writer's part of you. So whenever you read a book, you should always understand what writer says. So this form of an essay should be written in a point of a writer. This should not be a creative, this should not be any innovative fact of your own. It should be always what writers have said, what the writers have induced in the particular book. So that should be followed in the persuasive essay. The persuasive essay always the writers make an important part. So when the readers read, so when you are the reader, you read this essay, then you should always get a point of view of a writer. So you should not always get into your own point. So you should not think that if at all there are some facts or a research part, if you are thinking that it is like this in your own way, then it is a wrong. You should always understand what the writer have been said. So this type of a reading is a that is persuasive reading, this type of a writing. So writing about in a writer's part of view, then it is a persuasive writing. So persuasive essay writing. So there are basic four types is narrative, descriptive and expository and persuasive. These four types are the four basic types that one should follow and one should maintain the writing path in the basic level of essay writing. I think you were all clear about parts, that is structure, steps and rules and the types. So types are these. So these are these four basic types, and according to the research of factual essays and research essays, you can make this expository into different parts, and like persuasive into reader's essay or writer's essay or anything that you can make into the part of a writer's point of view. But everything is fully as writing. So today we have seen about this essay writing, which is in structure, steps, rules and types. So structure you all know as introduction, body and then conclusion, and rules, that is mainly, that is steps will be something detailed about their structure, and rules is one paragraph for introduction, 3 paragraphs for that is body, and the conclusion is 1 paragraph, totally 5 paragraphs, and types is narrative, descriptive, expository and persuasive. The next class we are going to see about letter writing, so which is another important aspect, for basic aspect for a student to read and know to write about the letter writing, should know to write about the letter writing. So reading is the main aspect. So now we are concentrating on writing skills. So writing is another main aspect. Only when you were getting more information, you can make into write. So this is what next class we are going to see about the letter writing, and thank you for today's class.